Welcome students, welcome to the mathematics class for class 2. In today's video, we are going to revise or discuss in short about subtraction with regrouping. Subtraction with regrouping means, in simple words we can say borrowing. We have to borrow and then we are going to subtract. Let us take one example. The topic is subtraction with regrouping. Subtract 80 from 34. Subtract 18 from 34. 34 is greater number and 18 is the smaller number. The first step is make the columns of tens and ones. Why tens and ones? Because again both are 2-digit numbers. So they are having two place values, that is tens and ones. Now write down the numbers in the vertical columns. How you are going to write? The greater number should be written above and the smaller number will be written below. So the greater number is 34 and 18 is the smaller. Give the minus sign and let us start. Again start subtracting from the ones column. 4 minus 8. I am having 4 fingers. Can I subtract from these 4 fingers 8 fingers? No, it is not possible because 4 is smaller than 8. If it is smaller, then how you can do this? Yes, you can do this by regrouping. Regrouping means we are going to borrow 1 from tens and give it to the ones. Again the concept of regrouping from tens and from tens to ones means, remember 1 ten is always having the value as 10 ones. 1 ten means 10 ones. If we are borrowing from tens, from 3 tens I am borrowing 1 ten. That means I am borrowing 10 ones. That 10 ones I am giving to 4 ones. 10 ones plus 4 ones means it is 14 ones. It becomes 14. So let us borrow from 3. Here it becomes 2 and here it becomes 14. Now 14 is greater than 8. I can subtract 8 from 14. How to subtract? After 8, count till 14. Yes, let us count 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. So how many fingers? 6 fingers. So 14 minus 8 is 6. Write it down in the ones column. Now subtract the tens. 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is? It is 1. So what is the answer that we got after subtracting both the numbers? It is 16. So what we have done in this question? We have regrouped from tens to ones. This is called as regrouping, subtraction with regrouping. Let us take one more example from the textbook itself. Subtract 22 from 31. First step is make the columns of tens and ones. Arrange the numbers in the columns of tens and ones. So the greater number is 31, that will be written above, and the smaller number is 22, it will be written below. Give the minus sign and start subtracting from the ones column. Now 1 minus 2, only one chocolate. Can I minus 2 from it? No. So what we have to do here? We have to regroup. Again we have to borrow from the tens. If I borrow 1 from 3, 11. Now subtract 11 minus 2. 11 is greater than 2, so I can subtract. That means after 2, count till 11. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So how many fingers? 9 fingers. So 11 minus 2 is 9. Write it down in the ones column. Now subtract the tens. 2 minus 2. What is 2 minus 2? Yes. 2 minus 2 is 0. So what is the answer? The answer is 9. So this is subtraction with regrouping. Some examples are given on page number 40. Just go through it, solve it in your notebook, and with regrouping is very interesting one as we are borrowing from the tens to ones. This was about subtraction with regrouping. Now let us discuss some properties of subtraction. What are the different properties of subtraction? We previously also have discussed in detail about the two properties of subtraction. The first property is when we subtract 0 from any number, we get the number itself. The first property says that if you subtract 0 from any number, we are going to get the number itself. Means what? For example, I am subtracting 7 minus 0. Means that 0 has no value. I am subtracting nothing from 7. So what will be the answer? 7 में से कुछ भी नहीं गया. So the answer will be 7 itself. So when you subtract 0 from any number, the answer is the number itself. Again, 37 minus 0 means nothing is being taken away from 37. So what will be the answer? The answer will be 37 as it is. Yes? So this is the first property of subtraction. Now let us move to the second property. What does the second property says? The second property says when you subtract a number from the number itself, we get 0. If you subtract a number from the number itself, the answer is 0. If I subtract 2 from 2, the answer is 0. 2 minus 2. 2 में से 2 निकालिए. कितने बचे? Nothing. That is 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. If you subtract the number from the number itself, the answer is 0. Again, 26 minus 26. That means I am taking away 26 from 26. So what is the answer? The answer is 0. That means if you subtract any number from the number itself, the answer will be 0. This is the second property. So these are the two main properties of subtraction. For the properties, the question will be asked in the form of fill in the blanks. On page number 42, subtract using the properties of subtraction. Exercise is given. So go through the exercise and try to solve it in your notebook again. Again worksheet will be sent to you. Practice it properly and then we are going to revise the next topic, that is checking subtraction using addition. Now how to check our subtraction? Now I am solving the subtraction, but I want to know whether my answer is right or wrong. That also we can do. How we can do? We can do it with the help of addition. So let us take this topic, that is checking subtraction using addition. Checking subtraction using addition. Let us take the example of one digit subtraction. 7 minus 5. I am subtracting 5 from 7. After 5, count till 7. 6, 7. So what is the answer? The answer is 2. I know that I got the answer 2. But I want to check whether my answer is right or wrong. How can you do this? Yes, you can do this using addition. How we are going to do? See here. We are going to write down the difference at the top. What is the difference here? What is the answer? The answer is 2. Then what is the subtrahend? The subtrahend is the smaller number, that is 5. Write it down below. Add these two numbers. 2 plus 5. 2 means the difference and 5 means the subtrahend. 2 plus 5, it is 7. I got the answer 7. If this 7 is equal to the minuend, if both the numbers are same, that is the answer of addition and the minuend is same, that means my answer is right. So you have to check your answer using addition. Whatever answer you are getting after subtracting, write it down. Then the subtrahend, that is the smaller number, add the two numbers. If your answer of addition is same as the minuend, that means your answer is correct. So this is the way you are going to check your answer using addition. Now this was just a 1-digit subtraction. Let us take the subtraction of 2-digit numbers. Minus 24. Now I am going to subtract 24 from 43. Subtract from the ones column here. 3 minus 4. Now it is not possible to subtract 4 from 3. So what we will do? We will borrow. Borrow from 4. Here it becomes 3. Here it becomes 13. 13 minus 4 is possible, because 13 is greater than 4. So after 4, count till 13. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So how many fingers? There are 9 fingers. That means 13 minus 4 is 9. Now subtract the tens. 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. So what is the answer that we got after subtracting the numbers? It is 19. Now I want to check whether my answer is right or wrong. So how will you check? I will write down this 19 above. The subtrahend is 24. Write it down. Add these two numbers. 9 plus 4. After 9 count 4 fingers. 10, 11, 12, 13. That is 13. Carry 1. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 1, it is 4. Is my answer same as the minuend, that is 43 and 43? Yes. Both the numbers are equal. That means my answer is right. So in this way you have to check your answer using addition. So practice it at home properly in your notebook, the exercise given in your textbook. Till then, stay safe and stay healthy.